On Friday, December 19, 2025, Jake Paul walked into the biggest fight of his life. He walked out, knocked out. A broken jaw, a medical suspension, a public loss that critics have been waiting years to see. And yet, when the dust settled, Jake Paul still walked away with tens of millions of dollars. That's the part most people don't understand. Because Jake Paul didn't enter boxing to become the best fighter in the world. He entered boxing to control the event, the attention, and the money. In that sense, he didn't lose at all. But here's the wealth mode lesson hiding under the headlines. You can win financially and still put yourself in a dangerous long-term position. Understanding money doesn't mean you're protected from consequences. And Jake Paul's story proves that better than almost anyone alive right now. Chapter 1. From platform money to platform risk. Jake Paul didn't start as a businessman. He started as a product of platforms. Vine gave him speed, YouTube gave him reach, social media gave him attention. Attention turned into money quickly. Sponsorships, ads, merch, appearances. Millions came in before most people his age even understood taxes. But platform money comes with two problems most creators don't think about early. First, platforms control the rules. Algorithms change, monetization shifts. One policy update can wipe out income overnight. Second, platform money has a ceiling. No matter how big you get, someone else owns the distribution. Jake learned this the hard way when YouTube tightened content rules and advertisers became nervous. Suddenly, the same behavior that built his audience threatened his income. That's when he realized something crucial. If the platform controls the switch, the platform controls your future. Most creators stay and hope for the best. Jake left. Chapter 2. Why boxing was a business move, not a passion project. Jake Paul didn't choose boxing because it was safe. He chose it because boxing is one of the last entertainment industries where individuals can still own the event. In boxing, fighters can negotiate purses. They can earn pay-per-view percentages. They can influence promotion. In some cases, they can own the promotion itself. That's not true on YouTube. That's not true on TikTok. That's not true on Instagram. Jake understood something most creators never do. Being the star doesn't matter if you don't control the structure. So while critics laugh, Jake structured his fights like businesses. He wasn't trying to be respected by purists. He was trying to sell curiosity, controversy, and spectacle. And spectacle sells. Chapter 3. Pay-per-view math most people ignore. Pay-per-view is not about winning. It's about attention. Jake Paul's early fights consistently sold hundreds of thousands of buys. Some reportedly crossed the 1 million mark. At roughly $50 to $60 per buy, gross revenue quickly climbed into the tens of millions. Then add sponsorships, international rights, streaming deals, and live ticket sales. Even after splits, Jake was clearing multi-million-dollar paydays per fight. Not because he was the most skilled boxer in the ring, but because he was the most marketable person on the card. This is a lesson most people hate. Skill opens doors. Attention decides how wide they open. Chapter 4. Building leverage through controversy. Jake Paul understood that controversy is fuel. Every critic amplified him. Every doubter became marketing. Every argument turned into views. But controversy has a cost. It forces escalation. Each event has to be bigger than the last. Each opponent has to be tougher. Each moment has to feel more extreme. That's fine when risk is low. It becomes dangerous when risk turns physical. Chapter 5. The Joshua fight. When leverage meets reality. Then came the Anthony Joshua fight. This wasn't a gimmick opponent. This wasn't a retired athlete or crossover novelty. This was a former heavyweight champion. Bigger, stronger, more experienced. From a boxing standpoint, the outcome was predictable. Jake was knocked out in the 6th round. He suffered a double broken jaw, required surgery, and was placed under a medical suspension that forced him into recovery. From a sporting perspective, it was a brutal loss. From a business perspective, it was massive. Reports estimated the total purse for the event reached 9 figures, with Jake Paul's share rumored to be around $90 million. Let that sink in. He lost the fight and still earned more than most champions will earn in a lifetime. This is leverage at its peak and also at its most dangerous. Chapter 6, the hidden cost of using your body as the product. Jake Paul's business model depends on one fragile asset, his body. Every fight carries injury risk. Every injury creates downtime. Every downtime period erodes momentum. A broken jaw doesn't just hurt physically, it pauses everything. No training, no fighting, no headlines. Attention decays fast. Boxing is unforgiving. One wrong opponent can end a career overnight. This is where many creators miscalculate risk. They see the upside and ignore the downside because the upside is loud. But wealth isn't about loud wins, it's about survivability. Chapter 7, winning money versus winning long term. Jake Paul won financially in the short term, but he increased long-term risk dramatically. Each bigger fight raises the stakes. Each tougher opponent shortens the margin for error. At some point, leverage flips into liability. That line is invisible until you cross it. Winning money once doesn't mean you've built wealth. It just means you've survived another round. Now, if this breakdown is changing how you think about money, attention, and risk, please like and subscribe. Not for hype, for clarity. This channel exists to break down how money really works when the cameras turn off. Now let's talk ownership. Chapter 8, most valuable promotions, the real play. The smartest move Jake Paul made wasn't boxing. It was founding most valuable promotions. Promoters make money whether fighters win or lose. They control matchmaking, sponsorships, distribution, and long-term brand equity. Jake wasn't planning to fight forever. He was positioning himself on both sides of the deal. That's wealth mode. Chapter 9, attention is not a strategy. Jake Paul understands attention better than almost anyone his age, but attention alone is unstable. It demands escalation. It rewards extremes. It punishes stagnation. Attention without structure burns hot and fast. The creators who last convert attention into systems. Those who don't get trapped chasing the next moment. Chapter 10, the creator parallel. Most creators won't step into a boxing ring, but they make the same mistake. They go viral, they chase bigger moments, they take bigger risks without building ownership underneath. When the platform changes, they panic. Jake Paul's story is just louder and more visible. Chapter 11, what Jake did right. Now let's be fair. Jake Paul did several things right. He left platform dependency, he monetized attention directly, he controlled events, and he built ownership structures. That puts him ahead of the vast majority of creators. Chapter 12, what Jake did dangerously. He also did something dangerous. He tied massive income to physical risk. That model does not scale forever. Real wealth removes the body from the equation. Chapter 13, the wealth mode blueprint. The lesson here is simple. Use attention to build ownership. Use ownership to build systems. And then step away from the risk. Attention should open doors, not trap you inside them. Now here's the final wealth mode message. Jake Paul proved you can lose the fight and still win financially. But he also proved something deeper. Winning money doesn't mean you're winning long term. Attention is powerful. Ownership is protection. Systems are freedom. Traffic is fuel. Ownership is wealth. This is wealth mode.